Hi, dear hearts and gentle peoples. Welcome to this special meeting of the Old Timers Club, coming to you tonight from Orme Hardware store. And we're going to have a lot of fun here. We're going to have live music on the Old Timers Club tonight in the form of the Pop Chords. Those great barbershoppers going to sing some of the old timers. All of it in celebration of Orme Hardware's 90th anniversary. And here we go on with tonight's show on the Old Timers Club. You know, records have been made since about 1895, which means that records and the recording industry are about 60 years old, and here we are in celebration tonight of a hardware store that's 90 years old, right here on Wheeling Avenue in Orme's Hardware, and we're going to have a fine time here. Incidentally, it's still early. Orme's is going to be open until 9 p.m. this evening. Quite a few people in here now looking over the sales. Hope you'll join them before the night is through. And I think right now it's probably appropriate that we introduce to you the genial owner of Orme's Hardware. Tom, come over here and let me introduce you to the people. Ladies and gentlemen, here and out on the line, Mr. Tom Ray of Orme's Hardware. Tom, your sale looks like it's a booming success.
I think it is, Bill. Really, there's been a lot of people in today, all day long, and we've handed out a few prizes and given out a lot of cake. We certainly have sold a lot of goods.
Well, that's wonderful. I'm glad to hear. I'll tell you, I don't see how you can miss selling goods with these terrific bargains that you've got. Well, I've been fascinated by hardware stores, and I was just thinking about it while I was standing here now. Incidentally, folks, I'm standing near the front of the store looking back, and you know, I can see just about everything that the imagination could conjure up right in my vision here. Very quickly, I'll show you how much of a variation there is. Let's see up there, well, there's a garbage pail. That's one way to start, and there's light bulbs. And there's egg beaters and can openers and mailboxes and hammers and shotguns and beautiful lamps, ice cream freezers, and some terrific fans. My goodness, it looks like you must have 6 or 8 kinds of fans here anyway.
Oh, boy, we really have some bargains in fans, too, Bill. Really good bargains.
Is that right? Now, you wouldn't kid me, would you, Tom?
No, boy. We have one, especially a General Electric double window fan that sold for $64.95 all last year. We received a new shipment of them, and GE has reduced that price to $39.95. Really, it is an outstanding buy because it has 3 speeds, plus the fact that it is equipped with a thermostat. And you know what a thermostat does? It controls the speed of the fan and shuts it off when the air becomes cool.
I see.
For instance, in using it in a bedroom.
Let me ask you this. Repeat that. Did you say it was a $64.95 item?
That's right.
And the price now?
Is $39.95 for exactly the same fan. It has not changed one iota.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can't call that a sale. That's fantastic. That's wonderful. I'll tell you what, I want to take a little tour around the store with you and meet some of the employees, but first we ought to have a little music because this is the Old Timers Club. And true to the old-timer formula, we have with us 4 old-timers. I don't know, I understand the youngest one is 63, is that right?
Right.
At any rate, there are these 4 great gentlemen known to all of Cambridge as the Pop Chords. Pop Chords, all tried and true members of the Society for the Preservation and Encouragement of Barbershop Quartet Singing in America, Incorporated. Now, this is the Old Timers Club, and they're going to start this thing off with an old-time song. I'll tell you when this song was written. This song was written, I believe, in about 1905, and I hope somebody doesn't call me and say, no, it was 1906, but that's about the era. So we're going to turn things over for our first musical selection on the Old Timers Club tonight to the Pop Chords and that great oldie called Shine.
Oh, shine, shine. Shine, shine, shine a fine for dime. Shine, shine, shine a fine for dime. Dime, dime. 10 cents, my baby needs a new pair of shoes. Come on, you 7. Roll. And she won't get 'em if I lose. Hop up, you 11. Roll your laughing. Roll 'em bones, roll 'em in the square. Roll 'em on the sidewalk, streets or anywhere. We roll 'em in the morning. We roll 'em in the night. When we roll 'em bones all day long. When the cops are along. Slowly how the moon do shine down on them bone.
Right there, Shine by the Pop Chords on this special edition of the Old Timers Club, coming to you from Orme Hardware in celebration of Orme's terrific 90th anniversary. We're talking here with Tom Ray, and before we go any farther, we're still in the front of the store, and Tom, I want to take a look at these terrific prizes that are going to be given away. I know this one particularly took my eye this afternoon. I think we'll talk about them a little bit. Now, in these prizes, it's this simple. You come in anytime you want, today or tomorrow, and fill out a registration blank, drop it in the box, and you're in the contest. It's as simple as that. Nothing to buy at all. Just come in and look around. Isn't that right, Tom?
That's right, Bill. We have 5 different prizes to give away. We want to give them to someone. And this particular one that you were talking about is prize number 4, and it's put out by the Burns-O-Matic Torch Company, and it's a barbecue torch kit. And it is unusual. It's brand new. It's a complete Burns-O-Matic torch that can be used for many purposes, in soldering and repair work, and it's brought out in a kit that can be used to light a barbecue fire of charcoal. You know how hard charcoal is to light quite often? Well, this Burns-O-Matic torch kit will do just to make the job that much easier.
Well, that really fascinated me. You know, I'm one of these that to start one of these outdoor fires, by the time I've got it started, I'm so tired that I don't want to eat. And now they've got these torches where all you do is press the button and you're in business. No need anymore to rub 2 Boy Scouts together, as the old pun used to go. Now, that really is a fantastic thing, but believe it or not, that's not the first or second or third prize. That's the 4th prize. And running quickly down this list of the other prizes, the first prize, and listen, this is fabulous. The first prize is up to 5 gallons of Dean & Barry house paint. Enough paint to paint your entire house, and believe me, Dean & Barry is one of the best quality paints on the market. In fact, everything you find at Orme Hardware is top quality. Second prize is a drill. Tom, you tell them about it. You're more familiar than I am with that Porter cable outfit.
Well, it's a 1/4-inch electric drill complete with a sander kit and some drills and a buffing pad in a little metal box, and it's very complete in itself, and it retails at $34.95, and that is prize number 2.
Right, and prize number 3 is a beautiful GE Telecron electric clock, and it is a beauty. It's black and gold. Gee, I think that's so distinctive in design. And the number 5 prize, Tom,
is 200 yards of monofilament fishing line. It's made by Ashaway. It is 8-pound test, and some lucky fisherman or sportsman certainly will have quite a use for it, I'm sure.
Ashaway line, that's about as good as it comes. My goodness, this store is just filling up every minute as we go along here from Orme's Hardware with tonight's special edition of the Old Timers Club. Yes, sir, Tom, I'll tell you what, I'd like to talk to a few of the people that are working here, and so supposing while we listen to a number from the quartet, you get somebody lined up to have a little talk with us, okay?
Fine, thank you.
Now we're going to turn things back over to the pop chords, and I'll tell you what, this number, oh, Tom, listen to the cash register ring. Isn't it beautiful?
That's what we like to do.
This number is not an old number, but believe me, it is nostalgia that has made it the terrific number that it is today. I think you'll all be pleased to hear a local quartet walking in the footsteps of those great Buffalo Bills and singing for us now from the Music Man that wonderful number called Light a Rose. Fellas, it's all yours.
Now, here is my love. light a rose, oh, won't you be mine, be mine. Light a rose, I'm home again, rose, to get the sun back in my sky. Light a rose, I'm home again, rose, about 1,000 kisses shy. Ding dong ding, I can hear the chapel bells chime. Ding dong ding, at the least suggestion, I'll pop the question. Light a rose, I'm home again, rose, without a sweetheart to my name. Light a rose, now everyone knows that I am hoping you're the same. So here is my love song, not fancy or fine. Light a rose, oh, won't you be mine, be mine. Light a rose, oh, won't you be mine, be mine. Won't you be mine?
The Pop Chords, that great quartet right from here in Cambridge, Ohio, doing a beautiful, beautiful job, fellows, with Light a Rose from the Music Man, right in the footsteps of the Buffalo Bills. A song with an old-time flavor, although it's new. And, of course, this is the Old Timers Club, coming to you in a special broadcast this evening from Orme Hardware in recognition of their beautiful, wonderful, terrific 90th anniversary sale. How about some ice cream? Well, I'll tell you what, you can get an ice cream freezer here at Orme's, a 2-quart size, a regular $5.95 value, on sale, listen to this, $3.90. It's fantabulous, as the saying goes. And here's another point. Now, Orme's is going to be open until 9 o'clock this evening. Come on in, look around, say hello to the folks. I'd sure like to see you. And there's free cake and Pepsi and balloons for the kiddies. Now it's our pleasure to meet the gentleman who has been working here at Orme's Hardware for how long, Tom?
Bill, I want you to meet Ralph Gibson. And I forget how many years it has been since he joined.
35.
How about that? 35 years. Tell me, has it all been right in this location, Mr. Gibson?
Yes, sir.
In other words, you've worked here 35 years, right here in the same spot.
Yes,
I have an idea that you know the hardware business backwards, forwards, and upside down.
Oh, I wouldn't hardly say that, sir. I know a little.
Well, I'm sure you do. Now, I'll tell you, Mr. Gibson is being awfully modest. I was in here this afternoon for a few minutes when a gentleman came in and walked up to Mr. Gibson and said, "Say, I want one of those black whatchamacallits that you put inside a squidget." He says, "You know, the kind of thing that makes the gizmo go." Tom just smiled at him, walked away, and come back a couple of minutes later with just exactly what he wanted. Isn't that right now?
Yes, sir.
Tell me this, has there been a great change in the hardware business in 35 years?
There certainly has.
Is it a much more complicated business?
Yes.
And how about this? When you started in here at Orme's 35 years ago, did they have half as many things to sell as they have now?
Well, I don't believe we had as many items then.
Not as many items. I suppose, though, at that time, did you sell saddles then, maybe? And bridles?
just work bridles. That was for horses, teams. No riding bridles at that time.
I see, but you did at that time sell
Work harness.
work harness and
Horse
bridles?
collars.
Horse collars.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll be darned. All this 35 years. You know, anybody that has been in one spot for 35 years must certainly have a lot on the ball, and you're to be congratulated, and I'm sure you're glad that you're around here to help celebrate Orme's 90th anniversary sale. And folks, what a sale it is. I'm telling you, there are things here that are just fantabulous. Here's one 10-pound bag of charcoal briquettes. That's a regular dollar value. You know how much it is in this sale? 69 cents. That's right. That's all it is. I'll tell you what, we're going to have a little more music now. And this is a real oldie. In fact, I played this on the Old Timers show about a week ago. I wish I could remember who played it, but there have been many a record go by then. This record was, or rather this number was originally written, I believe, in about 1917, 1918 in there. So we're going to ask the Pop Chords right now, right here, to tee off on an oldie that a lot of you will remember called Oh By Jingo.
In the land of San Domingo, there lived a girl called Oh By Jingo. Da 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 da. From the fields and from the marshes came the old and young by goshes. Da 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 da. They all spoke with a different lingo, but they all loved Oh By Jingo. And every night they sang in the pale moonlight. Oh, by gee, by gosh, by gum, by jove. Oh, by jingo, won't you hear our love? We will build for you a hut. You will be our favorite nut. We'll have a lot of little oh by gollies, and we'll put them in the follies. By jingo said, by gosh, by gee, by Jiminy, please don't bother me. So we all went away singing, oh, by gee, by gosh, by gum, by jug, by jingo, by gee, you're the only girl for me. Oh, by gee, by gosh, by gum, by jug, oh, by jingo, won't you hear our love? We will build for you a hut, you will be our favorite nut. We'll have a lot of little oh by gollies, and we'll put them in the follies. By jingo said, by gosh, by gee, by Jiminy, please don't bother me. So we all went away singing, oh, by gee, by gosh, by gum, by jug, by jingo, by gee, you're the only girl for, by gee, you're the only girl for, by gee, you're the only girl for me.
A terrific job by the Pop Chords right here from Orme Hardware as we have a special broadcast of the Old Timers Club. I'll tell you what, I've been looking around here at what's happening with all the people, and I see more things going on now. There's some people back there registering for the drawing that's going to be held tomorrow night just before closing. I see some cake and Pepsi being taken care of. Here's a young gentleman over here that's about to buy a piece of fishing tackle, and there's a young lady over there looking at tennis rackets. And my goodness, things are just going out at a terrific clip here, and that's as it should be, because believe me, this is a terrific sale celebrating Orme's 90th anniversary. We're going to talk to a couple of the people that are here now. Tell me, what's your name?
Mrs. Arthur Kunash.
Mrs. Arthur Kunash.
That's right.
And I'm going to make a wild guess and say this is Mr. Arthur Kunash.
That is correct, sir.
That is correct, sir, he says. You looking at the fishing tackle here?
Yes, sir. I may indulge in the habit this summer.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a wonderful habit to indulge in, and I understand that around Cambridge is the place to do it, isn't there? Aren't there a lot of lakes around here?
That's correct. There's quite a few. Quite a few.
And I see you looking at a piece of spinning equipment. Now, if you want my own personal opinion, spinning equipment is terrific, and that particular model is very, very nice.
Well, thank you. I appreciate any assistance I can get. I
Well-
don't know very much. This is my first year.
We'll see that you get some. In fact, Tom, I'll bet, will be over here any minute to tell you about this terrific fishing equipment. People are just going back and forth here through the store looking at all of the many sale items, and there are a great many sales items right now. And we're going to get one of the employees over here to talk to in just a moment. But first, we want to call on the pop chords again. And you can tell as easily as I can how old this number is. And fellas, I hope we're both reading the same program, because I'm about to introduce the pop chords singing Sweet Adeline.
You're the flower of my heart, sweet Adeline, sweet Adeline. In the evening when I sit alone a-dreaming of days gone by, love will be so dear, so dear. There's a picture that in fancy oft appearing brings back those times, love, when you were near, It is then I wonder where you are, my darling, and if your heart to me is still the same. For the sighing winds and nightingale are singing, are breathing only your own sweet name. Sweet Adeline, sweet Adeline, my Adeline. At night, dear heart, for you I pine, in all my dreams, your fair face beams, your fair face beams, you're the flower of my heart, sweet Adeline, sweet Adeline.
And boy, if that isn't a terrific number to be coming over on the Old Timers Club, for this is a special session of the Old Timers Club coming to you directly from Orme Hardware on the occasion of their 90th anniversary. Hope you folks will all try and get in today and tomorrow. I'll tell you right now, there's cake and Pepsi and balloons for the kids, and be sure while you're in here to register for the drawing for those terrific prizes that will be drawn tomorrow evening just before the store closes. Right now I have at my elbow here a very cute young lady holding a very nice, please help yourself. What is your name, sir?
John Ruby.
Nice to know you, Mr. Ruby.
I called you this afternoon.
Well, yes, you did. Yes, you did. Mr. John Ruby come in to see this 90th celebration, and he just...
Now, this might by any chance put me back in the hospital again.
Well, we hope not.
No.
One of the visitors here just came over and helped himself to a piece of cake from Miss Sandra Hannes. Is that right, Sandra?
Yes. That's right.
That's right. Well, I tell you, you really should come in here and see the very pretty Sandra and have a piece of cake. Sandra, I'll bet you've been pretty busy today.
Yes, we really have.
Is that right? Like I asked Tom, has the cash register been ringing?
Yes, it really has.
Oh, now you see, the reason I asked Sandra this is I understand Sandra is the bookkeeper. So the cash register ringing is probably very close to her heart.
It really is.
Well, I'll tell you, folks, come into this 90th anniversary celebration and say hello to Sandra. Now, here's another young lady I'd like to talk to if we can get together here. We're running two sides of an island. Now, I know who you are, but I don't believe the audience does. How about introducing yourself?
My name is Dorothy Ray.
Dorothy Ray, and of course, that could be some relationship to Tom Ray, the owner?
That's right, I'm his wife.
He's a very lucky young man.
Oh, thank you.
And tell me, what do you think of your celebration?
Well, I think it's going over great. It's a very good celebration.
Well, I think so. I'm just tickled to death to see all these people that have been in and out of here all evening. And folks, we'd like to have you take advantage and come into this 90th anniversary sale. I understand, Mrs. Ray, that one of the terrific bargains here is that fan. Can you tell me something about that fan that Tom has been so enthusiastic about?
Well, I think that's more or less up his, he knows more about it than I do, and I'd rather he would tell you about it, but it is a good buy, a terrific buy.
I'm sure that, if I understand it correctly, this is a GE fan which normally sells for $64.95 and is on sale during this 90th anniversary celebration for the fantastic price of $39.95. Now, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk up near the front here because I want to tell you about another sale item that's going on, and I hope I don't trip anybody with the cord as I go. Now, this is a sale that I'm telling you can't be beat. You know, there's a lot of ranch-style houses anymore, and those ranch-style houses can be reached and painted without too much ladder. Now, here is a real sale in this 90th anniversary at Orme's. If you buy 6 gallons of Dean & Barry house paint, and that is the best house paint that money can buy, that regularly would sell for $39.30. Now, in addition, here is a 16-foot extension ladder, which is more than enough to get way up on top of all of these modern-day ranch-style houses, and that sells for $15.95. Now, you put those two together, and that totals $55.25. Now, during this sale, the whole thing goes for $38.90. Well, you know, folks, it looks like we're going to have to call to a close this session of the Old Timers Club. We've been tickled to death to be here from Orme Hardware. It's been a real pleasure to us, and we want to remind you of two things. One is they'll be open, of course, till 9 tonight. There's free cake and Pepsi and balloons for the kids, and don't forget to register in the drawing. And in addition to that, all day tomorrow, and we want to remind you that we're going to be broadcasting another special meeting of the Old Timers Club tomorrow, right from here, from 12:45 until 1:15. So until then, this is your host, Bill Cowls, for everybody at WILE saying thanks so much for listening in, and friends on the Old Timers Club, pleasant daydreams. This has been a remote control broadcast of the station that has you in mind, 1270 on your dial, WILE, Cambridge, Ohio.